We were told we were nuts. At our convention in 1967, when we passed the resolution that said we have to go out and inform the American people about what's happening to us in these slaughterhouses that were called workplaces, that we had to have the right to protect ourselves. And we were told there wasn't a chance that that would happen.
Remember for tomorrow while we live today. For every struggle we have won, the price we had to pay. Remember for tomorrow.
Tony Mazzocchi was born in 1926 and died on October 5, 2002. Although Mazzocchi dropped out of school at age 16, he was the prototype of the worker intellectual. He embodied the truth that our struggle is for bread and roses, for access to a full, rich life in which workers can develop all their interests and talents. He was a voracious reader. He founded the Alice Hamilton College, produced plays, and organized cultural festivals. Mazzocchi was widely regarded as a visionary who was in the forefront of the labor movement's involvement in the major struggles for social justice in the post-war period. From the civil rights movement and the struggles against nuclear proliferation and the Vietnam War, to the struggle for environmental justice and the movement for occupational health and safety, which he spearheaded. Tony's lifelong conviction was that the objective of our struggle is to set the terms of national political debate around an agenda that expresses the concerns of America's workers. His leadership combined both acute, far-reaching vision and a deep understanding of the practicalities of building a coherent, independent, working-class political movement. Tony's life was defined by an irrepressible optimism that stemmed from his unflagging confidence in the capacities of workers to create change and his unique ability to combine a tough-minded understanding of the political realities of the moment with a longer view of our movement's goals and requirements.
We felt that we were creating a new, powerful union that represented the best aspirations of working people. It was very exciting. We were crowded into this convention hall in Cleveland. The air was electric. We felt that we were shaping and making history. Early in '68, I was legislative director of the union, and we couldn't get the Occupational Health and Safety Bill out of committee, and Lyndon Johnson was president. It was a Democratic Congress. We couldn't get the bill out of committee. Lo and behold, Richard Nixon becomes president. We got it out, passed by the largest majority, not because Nixon was a big friend of working people, because our strategy of mobilizing our folks worked. We not only mobilized our own people, we mobilized the labor movement, the environmental movement was just starting. We took this message out, and that bill passed a few years later in 1970. The act was a catalyst to a lot of empowerment that went on during the 70s. So the Occupational Safety and Health Act was historic in that respect, liberated a lot of energy.
The right to know, the right to act upon what's known, fundamental to the protection of the community. Bo Paul has taught us, when you don't know what's in a particular facility and what's in the facility finds its way out, disaster can occur.
I think we know what the solution is. It's power. The question is, how do we achieve it? When I came into the workforce in 1946 after World War II, there was a different culture. It was a working class culture. In the neighborhood I came from in Brooklyn, New York, if there was a strike and someone from the neighborhood scabbed, they did not come back to that neighborhood. That was the culture we grew up with. It was a working class culture. And you didn't cross a picket line. It was sinful. It was sacrilegious. So we began this journey in 1989 to see whether there was a critical mass of working people throughout the country who are interested in the idea of a working party. And our strategy was to base the program within the trade union movement. Since 1924, there has not been an effort to create an alternative political party for working people. So this effort is an effort to create a political party whose first task is to reshape the consciousness of Americans, to project an agenda that addresses everyone's concerns. We have demonstrated that an unpopular idea can be generated into a powerful political program that'll reignite the consciousness of the American people. For our movement, that timepiece of destiny is ticking, and we are past the midnight of despair. And for our movement, I see a thunderous dawn approaching, and it's exclaiming, this is the moment, this is the moment, this is our moment. Thank you.
When working for a living's just a way of dying slow, and the promise of the future fades away, join every hand together and we'll make the union grow, and we'll build that better future today. Join every hand together and we'll make the union grow, and we'll build that better future today.